All right, need advice quitting drinking. I know you're at 100 something odd days now of no drinking. 116 days of not drinking. I'm at a whopping day 3, and this is my 3rd attempt in the last 2 months to take some serious time off. Most of my attempt only lasts 3 or 4 days max because every Friday rolls around and I can't help but buy some booze. I want to quit because my problem is serious enough that I experience minor withdrawals like minor shakes. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
If I haven't had a drink in like 12 to 16 hours, meaning I'm physically dependent. Yeah, dude, this is a great reason to stop. It's not serious to the point where people notice. I'm able to keep it under control, but drinking every day needs to stop. Yeah, you're what's known as the intelligent alcoholic, so you can fucking, what I call you're a smart guy and you're boozing so you can play shit off and nobody notices. Where if you're just a fucking moron, everyone's going to notice.
Exactly.
My question for you is, how did you go about filling up the boredom that comes with being sober? Oh, what a great fucking question. I feel like I'm drinking, when I'm drinking, anything is fun. Sitting on the couch for hours. It's so true. On end, watching YouTube videos, but when I'm sober, I've got like 20 minutes tops before I'm bored with whatever I'm doing. Also, what was your was your problem ever bad enough that you felt withdrawals? I know how to taper pretty well at this point, but I have failed so many times that if you know of any tapering tips, or basically how to wean your way off, I guess, I'd love to hear them. P.S. I've always missed the old overrated, underrated segment you used to do circa 2009-ish on the podcast. You should bring that back. We're actually bringing it back. All right, this week we'll bring it back. We'll keep doing it. If you guys want to send it in, overrated, underrated. I find when I stop it's tough for like the first 6 to 10 days. And what it is, I'm more habit addicted. Like I just if I'm eating well, like I'm addicted to I want to get a salad. If I'm eating like shit, like if I eat McDonald's, the next day I'm craving McDonald's. If I'm drinking, then I want to drink. So it's basically I tried to be conscious of those thoughts in my head and just be like, try to get to the next morning. Going tomorrow morning, what's going to make me happier? That I had a drink right now or that I didn't? And it was always that I didn't. So I would choose that.
That's a good way.
I used to do that at the Boston Comedy Club. When
I never really noticed you had I never really seen you drunk ever back in the day.
Yeah, in the last 15 years, I gradually just drank more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
And then I'm not like an alcoholic, but but the amount that I drink, I absolutely am.
Right.
But I'm one of those guys that can shut it off, and like this guy just sit
even
there.
Even after shows, you don't I can do it if I'm not performing. I'll not have a drink, but if I'm performing, I need one or two. But I'm not an alcoholic by far. But I have other problems.
My thing is if I'm doing something, I'm doing it. So the first thing I do when I sit down at a bar is I always order a double because I'm assuming that their pour is.
You sit down at the bar. Do you go to the bar? Destination leaving your house is the bar, or how's it? Or is it after shows?
Well, by this summer, it was becoming like going to the liquor store, buying a bottle, and always I was on the road doing an acting gig, and I made sure I had a bottle, and I just was, and I knew I was shutting it down, so I was just like, "This is where it is, Bill. This is bad." Yeah, it got way, way, way worse than it ever went as far as what am I doing? I remember coming home from the set one night and being excited that the bar was still open, and before I went in,
there's nothing wrong with that.
To where I was staying, but I was by myself.
Right. Oh, okay.
And I ordered a double, sucked it down, and said, "Give me another double," because I was sort of addicted to that crazy buzz and then going to sleep, I think.
I like it too, but
and then the whole time wanting to stop or wanting to not do it as much, and that was the only time. And this is the first time ever my wife brought it up, going, "You're really drinking a lot, and hey, you're gonna snore and blah 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 blah." And then one night I came down to bed
with a wife beater on. I can see you now.
I know. I'm so embarrassed by this. I came downstairs, and I actually was hiding the glass of booze on the other side of my leg when I was coming down the stairs, and I was just like, "Whoa,
yeah,
I'm that guy." Now, how soon before the bottle's in the back of the toilet? But I'm kind of too much of a control freak to make it happen like that. So, but I find once I go 10 days, the way I'm wired, I could go
It gets easier?
In theory, I could go forever.
Okay.
Because now it's just something I don't do. I'm just like the whatever it is that had its fucking claws in me. It only takes 10 days for how I'm chemically made up to just be like,
okay.
yeah, like right now, 116 days in, I could easily go a year. I could go 2 years. I could like never drink again for the rest of my life.
And you don't think about it anymore, like after shows or?
No, there's certain things that like makes me just wish I was still drinking.
Okay.
Like what did I see the other day that I was just like, oh man, I would love to do that. Like, I saw some cool looking bar, and it was just like, man, I would love to go there at 2 in the afternoon and just get fucking drinking till 6, get fucking hammered. But now the way it plays out is
you would never flare though.
I know I would jump in the Uber and I would come home drunk to my daughter, and it's like, can't have that on the resume.
No.
So that's over.
Yeah, right?
So my life also kind of, I'm not telling this guy needs to have a kid. So I would just say what you need to do is you got to push through that boredom, and but there's so much fun shit that you can actually fill that time up with. That the stuff that you wanted to get good at, like I've always been into music, like playing drums and playing guitar. If you do that instead, or working out, like if at night you go out for a jog instead, and then this is another thing too about not drinking is the fucking pounds just fall off you.
Really?
You know, as long as you don't substitute it with then like, oh, I'm going to eat ice cream so I can get like a sugar rush. If you actually eat well and you don't booze, it just falls off you. It's got nowhere to hide. So, I don't know, man, but it sounds like, that the shakes and stuff, you're on another level than I was. So if I was you, I might even go to a meeting.
That's borderline intervention TV show. Would you get the shakes and shit?
Yeah, a little bit. I would go to a meeting, just check out a meeting, just go down there, check it out, sit in the back, have a fucking donut, whatever the hell they do there, and just listen to these people's insane stories. It'll actually make you feel better about yourself.
Exactly.
All right.